This is here in Canada again. Oakville teacher who wore prosthetic breasts not likely to be subject to dress code school board review fines. This is a teacher in a classroom in a school, and the students were so outraged they took a picture and it got to social media. An Oakville high school teacher who made headlines around the world for wearing large prosthetic breasts to class is not likely to be subject to a dress code when on the job, according to a school board review. They recommended against adopting a system-wide dress code for staffers, suggesting it would potentially spark human rights violations. What about the rights of the children? They could not tell this man to stop this foolishness and dress differently because they were worried about sparking human rights violations. If you think the devil is playing with you or your children, you have another thing coming. Now, please tell me if you can't hear this. I want to play this video. This is very shocking, but you need to hear it.
Yes, before I finish my sentence. He's pulling off my t-shirt, laughing when I can't undo his shirt buttons. He's undoing my belt. I'm reaching into his bedside drawer for a condom. We're kissing. Again, we're rolling over. Obviously, you can see where this is going. I don't know if it's because we're feeling especially emotional or just tired, or these past couple of weeks have been too much. But this reminds me so much of the first time we had sex. We were both terrified, and the whole thing was kind of terrible because we didn't know what we were doing. But it was good too, so good, because we were a mess of emotions, and we were scared and excited, and everything felt new. So this sort of feels like that. Nick touches me like he's scared that any minute. Now, this book was at my middle school, and it was on a stand. When I rented it out to show my dad it, the librarian asked if I wanted more and if I wanted a graphic novel version.
So this is a child who has picked up a homosexual book at school, and the librarian has asked him, does he want a graphic novel version, which is basically the version with pictures. This was on a middle school library shelf. This is what the system, the beast system, is trying to do to our children. This is what it's trying to expose them to.
Yes.
I put here, one of the aims of the education system is to turn our children against us by teaching them Antichrist philosophy. They want them to become the enemy within. What the enemy is trying to do through the school system is trying to teach them a way of life, teach them philosophies, teach them Antichrist beliefs, so that your very own children is going to turn against you and come home and tell you that John can have two dads, and that because you don't believe in that, you're a bigot and you're wrong and you're out of order. Everything that you're teaching them, or you should be teaching them at home, everything that you're teaching them at church, the enemy is trying to reverse and teach them the complete opposite. You cannot trust the schools to educate your children. We should have had more Christian schools. We should have had more apostolic schools, but we don't. But now is the time. Teachers, you need to think about that. People who are going into university, think about teaching in Christian schools. Think about creating a Christian school. Children, think about what you're studying. Think about ask God what you should study and how you can benefit the kingdom with what you study. We cannot rely on the world to train and educate our children. It's time for a mindset change. Jesus said, occupy till I come, do business. We need to think about how we're going to live soberly and righteously in this present world. Sometimes church is just only telling you, you need to get to heaven. Yes, you need to get to heaven. If you stay in Christ, you're going to go to heaven. You need to think about how you're going to live in this world right now. This is the time we are living. It's a time of wickedness and filthiness and perversion.